Hey guys, I am live. I'm going to hop on over to Facebook, and I just wanted to go on live here first. I wanted to let you know that Super Chats is on, and right after I get done with this Facebook Live, I'm actually going to come back and finish up the rest of the signs for the first half of November. I've done Scorpio so far. October readings are out. You guys kept me really busy with private readings. So Super Chats is on, and I'm just going to do, it's more of like, I'll do like fire, earth, air, and water. But when I go over to Facebook, my Facebook wall is Andrea Leigh, Leigh Cox. So go friend me, follow me there. There's about 19,000 followers there, I think. But if you friend me, I'll friend you back. But I do a little bit of a different, they know me as a detox specialist, so like an intuitive healer, so it's more tailored to them. But I'm going to come right back over here and finish up the rest of the readings for November. Oh my gosh, you guys really kept me busy. So thank you. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, that needs to not show. Hi guys. Hi there. We are live, and I hope little Lewis is going to calm down. He hears some people outside. Sorry I'm late, and sorry, I took a week off last week just because I felt like it. And I'm not going to be going on scheduled anymore. I'm just going to kind of go on whenever I feel, excuse me, whenever I feel the need. So as you come on here, if you can do me a favor, if you can hear me. Hey guys. Oh, you can definitely hear me. Excuse me. If you can hit the thumbs up to increase our algorithm set. There's a little Lewis back there. Increase our algorithm connection more. When you hit the like button under this video, on this video, it just makes it so I see more of your posts and you see more of mine. And I'm going to wait a minute while you guys tell me where you're tuning in from. I'm also live on my new YouTube channel, The Detox Intuitive. So that's not the big channel, Andrea Cox TV. This is a new channel I started a few months ago. And we are headed towards 3,000 subscribers. So it's not like the big one with close to 4 million views. This is a smaller one, but it's growing much faster than the original. So you can just, here, let me make a little adjustment here. You can just, oh, we don't want to hear the baby crying, do we? That makes my ovaries hurt. Hang on one second. We don't need to hear babies. Okay. It's okay, Lewis. That was a joke, by the way, that it makes my ovaries hurt. So, yeah, tell me where you're tuning in from. Hi, Sam. Hi, Victor. Hi, Joshua. Hi, Timothy. Hi, Francisco. Hi, David. Hey, Joe Stafford. How you doing, Joe? Joe's my juice buddy. Why is it my computer's so messed up? Yeah, so, I'm also live on my new YouTube channel, and Super Chats is open on there, so thank you very much. What I'm going to do is just a general, what I've been doing every Wednesday, health and spirit read. So I'm just going to do for earth, fire, air, and water in that order. Best water ever. And the cards I'm using are Wisdom of the Oracle by Colette Baron Reid. I love this deck because it's a health deck, Whispers of Healing by Angela Hartfield and Josephine Wall. And the Sacred Power Reading cards by Anna Stark. I have this new deck, the Kuyan Yin, but I cannot figure out the cards to save my life. I'm trying to learn the meaning and it's just not resonating yet. I know that they're very powerful though, because when I say the intentions on those cards, things happen and manifest very quickly. It's just reading them is rather difficult for me. Like reading them as far as like intuiting them is easy, but reading the actual words, I'm feeling my Ohio education. No offense, Ohio. Y'all are smart there. Just kidding. I mean, you are smart there. I'm not kidding because I'm from Ohio. But anyway, okay, so bottom of the deck, time for a nap. And I'm so glad this is for the collective, like as a whole. I'm so glad that this came up. And thanks for telling me where you guys are from. Where are you guys from? You guys aren't even telling me. After you hit the like button, tell me where you're from, like the state, the city, the town. So I'm glad this time for a nap came up. It's also the moon card. So the moon in the tarot is the sign of Pisces, my sign. The moon in astrology is the sign of Cancer. So that's a little tidbit that maybe you knew or maybe you didn't know. Also, whenever you go, like when you go to my new website, The Detox Intuitive, or my new YouTube channel, The Detox Intuitive, know that you're not just your sun sign. So like I'm not just a Pisces. I'm more Scorpio because I have a Scorpio moon, Scorpio rising, North Node is Scorpio, Saturn placement is Scorpio. So even though I'm a Pisces Venus, Pisces sun sign, you're more your moon sign when you're under pressure. You're more your rising sign is the way you show up to the world. So do I have food? I'm sorry, I just ate right before. I thought I had a big piece of durian on my chin. So the rising sign is the way you show up to the world. So I'm a Scorpio, I show up as a Scorpio. I don't know how good that is. And then your sun sign it's just your sign. Also, Venus is the way you love. So if someone has like a Venus and Pisces, like me, they are very like passionate and they're very romantic and they're the type that like lights 50 candles in a room before, you know what I mean? So, you know, the type that like makes you dinner, the type that wants to like, you know, make love anytime, that's Pisces and Venus. But so Venus is the way you love. Now, you also want to find out your sun moon in Vedic astrology, because I like to follow Western and Vedic. So the way I show up in Vedic, it's like, oh my God, that is so me. So I actually show up like, I'd have to look, oh my God. Am I Gemini in Vedic? With Cancer moon? I don't know. I know I've got a water moon in both. But anyway, let's get started. So as a collective, we're all pretty fucking tired. Okay, we just all want to take a nap. Time for a nap. So, you know, I've been decluttering, and I highly recommend decluttering your home. This one feels good for earth. I highly recommend, this one feels good for water. I highly recommend you decluttering your home, because the more you declutter in your home, out of your closet, old books, clothing, coats you don't wear. Let's do this for air signs. That wanted to pop out. Well, I'll tell you what, unfinished symphony. So maybe air signs have some unfinished business, but we'll put this back because it did show me its face. And we'll take this for air signs. And let's do this for fire sign. So decluttering on the bottom of the deck, chaos and conflict. I feel like decluttering rids your life of chaos and conflict. It actually allows you to get more done, and it allows space to let the new in. So I don't know if you can see this. It's a plant. I replaced, like I got rid of a lot of stuff. And when I say a lot of stuff, I mean Salvation Army knows my address now by heart. They're here every other week. And I mean boxes and bags of clothing, of books, of things that didn't work. Like I had an air purifying system that didn't work. And candle holders and just all this stuff that did not serve me anymore or my space. And I replaced everything with salt lamps and plants. So there's now a salt lamp in every room, and there's plants everywhere because salt lamps rid the your space. They're excellent if you have allergies, and they rid your space of, they attract all the dust and dander to the lamp itself. So the lamps are meant to stay on all the time. And if you ever unplug the lamp, you'll notice it gets wet and the moisture is like black and it's got like crud in it. It's because it cleanses the air. So I loved putting one in every room. It helps you sleep. It's great to ward off electromagnetic radiation. Hey, Brian. Hey, Dan. From the computer, the cell phone, etc. So salt lamps are excellent. There's one in every room now. I highly recommend you declutter. Decluttering allowed me, I started a year ago. I started in January, so not a year ago, almost a year ago. But I got really serious about it 3 months ago, like really where I would spend all day getting rid of shit. And it really helped me detach from other things in my life and on an energetic level. And I really love that I did that. I'm so proud of myself because I wouldn't call myself a hoarder, but I would call myself a person that has a lot of shit. And I don't need the shit. And I learned a valuable lesson. I'm going to get right into the read. 5 years ago, when I moved into this house, I'd had my stuff in storage for 2 years in Ohio. And I moved into this house and half my stuff was stolen when I had it shipped from Ohio to here. I hired a guy that I went to high school with, didn't get it insured. I wasn't there to see the stuff packed away. It is what it is, but a lot of things like washer and dryer, bed, a lot of things got stolen. I learned a valuable lesson of detaching myself from things then. In this past year, I learned another valuable lesson of detaching myself from people and ridding my home of all this shit that doesn't serve me really has helped me detach as well from, people that may not be the best for me. Just like people out and about maybe or clients or, anyone. One more thing, my mother, when she moved to Arizona from Ohio, she got rid of almost everything. She got rid of everything. And that was such a valuable lesson for me to watch, like her strength through that and how she didn't hold on. And so I just really think it's a freeing experience. And I highly recommend you guys take one day, lay all your clothes out from the whole house, even the coat closet, in the living room, and anything you don't feel like energetically good about, get rid of it, donate it, whatever. Okay, let's do this. So I'm also going to pull just a health card for each sign. So I'm going to do, this feels good for water, earth. A lot of you might have an earth moon. Nurture, compassion. Okay, so as a collective, get clear. So this means like maybe a lot of us have decisions to make. This is as a collective energy. So maybe a lot of us have decisions to make and we're having trouble making up our mind. Maybe we have 2 options, maybe 3. This can be in work. This can be in love. This can be in, where you're going to go to school at. This can be if you're going to move or if you're not going to move. Hang on. And so getting clear about our intention is especially important. And oftentimes that can only be found when we detach from everything. So for earth signs, which are Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, sun, moon, or rising, or in Vedic astrology also, you have give back. So remember to look at your moon sign. Your moon sign is just as important as your sun sign, and also find out what you are in Vedic astrology. So Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, you have give back. So maybe some of you are giving back in some way. Maybe you're giving to children. There's children in the cards, animals, your parents, like there's an older couple in the cards. So maybe you're giving back, and that's a beautiful thing. Now, the Oracle card you got, it's beautiful. It's breathe. Breathe. So I'm going to read breathe for Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. I have a sister that's a Capricorn. I was going to say something, but it would like totally piss her off, so I'm not going to say it. I've never really gotten along with Capricorn women. I get along with my sister, but that's the one sign with the women that that I just have never really jived with. Sorry. So Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Patience in all things is called for right now. What do you need to do when you're in a rush? Slow down, of course. Meditate. I feel like someone needs to hear that. And trust. Breathe and repeat. Humans cannot exist without drawing breath. Now is the time to allow the life-giving element of air to replenish your body, your being, and your very essence. Stop to smell the roses. Breathe in the sunlight and release the darkness, and miracles will appear. So one thing I love about this is we did a breathwork session in my back room. I have a massage table and everything set up. And I had a breath worker over here the other day, and we did a breath working session, and she was amazing. Breath work is something where you go deep within, because most of us breathe from our chest. We don't breathe from like our diaphragm. We don't breathe from deep within, myself included. This is why yoga is so helpful for some of us that are kind of always in a rush. Yoga, the breath with movement, so your exhale should actually be longer than your inhale. And, you know, in yoga, there's a breath that you can feel like at the back of your neck. It's a real, during a yoga practice, many of you yogis know this, it's a real, I don't know if any of you heard that, but it's a deep, 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 deep inhalation and a deep, deep, deep exhalation. And a lot of us need to focus on breathing more. So Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, that is for you. Okay, so I said earth, fire. So this is for fire signs. You got nurture. I feel like this is nurture yourself, not nurture others. Fire signs are Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon especially, and rising, or in Vedic astrology. You can look up on a Vedic chart what you are. So in Western astrology, it would be Sun, Moon, or rising, Capricorn, Taurus, or I'm sorry, Aries, Leo, Sag. So nurture. So I think that means nurture yourself. Some of you could have water in your chart because there's a lot of water. And why? So there may be like a question you're wanting to know the answer to. I feel like a lot of you feel stuck in like a long whirlwind of something, maybe a relationship, maybe a job that you just can't see your way out of. There is a great power in understanding your motives right now. The oracle asks you to be very clear about why you're asking this question. Looking for this answer, behaving in this way, and most important, making this choice, knowing your why is the key to fulfillment. When you are clear about it, your intention will then be a magnet for miracles. Motives define the nature of your experience when you think about something. Feel it and then act on it. This invisible why is the life force energy within the seed, which brings it to life and holds the potential for growth. So there's an old saying, before enlightenment, chop wood, carry water. after enlightenment, chop wood, and carry water. So what that means is stay humble, like don't get, like, oh, I knew so and so was doing that, or I knew blah 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 I was going to lose that job, or whatever. Stay, like, chop wood, carry water. Stay to your daily tasks. Keep nurturing yourself. Go to the gym, drink your water. Keep taking care of you. So when this question is answered for you, fire signs aren't the most intuitive signs at all. They're actually the least intuitive. Well, if they have heavy water in their chart, they can be intuitive. Water signs, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, are known to be intuitive. Pisces is known as the high priestess in the tarot deck, and that is intuition. So I'm a Pisces. I know that to be true. But fire signs have a little bit of a problem with their intuition and tuning in. They're fiery. So they just do things without really thinking or knowing. So a lot of times they can have a hard time putting up boundaries with people that they know aren't healthy for them. So, really try to tune in to that intuition and that deep knowing you have, and go within. No one goes in like the earth sign Virgo. They're known as the hermit card. And another note, when you're watching anything like this, you can show up as any sign in a reading. I showed up as the hermit this entire past year because I was in hermit mode. I was on lockdown. I didn't want anyone away near me. I put up barriers to everyone. So purposely. So, you can show up as any sign in the tarot deck. So let's go to air. So air is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, sun, moon, and rising, or also in Vedic astrology, find out what you are. Some people don't get into Vedic astrology. I really find it to be telling. When I listen to my Vedic sign, I'm like, oh my God. And here's what's ironic. Well, I won't get into that. It's too much. Oh, wow. Okay, so air signs, compassion. So I'm not gonna hound on air signs, because I think air signs are really creative, brilliant people. They're really creative and don't get credit for creativity. Libras are all about balance. They're the justice card in the tarot deck, balancing a scale. Geminis are known as the magician, so the alchemists, so creators. And Aquarius is known as the star card. So, and they're really like humanitarians. So I'm not going to, everybody gets down on air signs. The one thing that air signs can lack, if you have heavy air in your chart, if like you have an air sun and you've got air throughout your chart, or an air sun and an air moon, you can lack compassion for others. You can lack compassion, or you can show your compassion and love in a way that other people don't really get, like really giving, like with money and things like that, but not really compassionate and loving. So a lot of people are put off by that, and air signs don't understand that. Well, it's a lack of compassion, a lack of empathy. So because they're air, they're in their mind. Okay, so water from the heart, air from the mind, fire, fiery, earth, they're known as pentacles. They're all about work and money and organization and all of that. So compassion, air signs, maybe for yourself, yeah? Time to go. Beautiful. This is a beautiful card. I feel like a lot of you are wanting to leave a job, or you just left a job. Or you may have just went through breakup of some kind or something. So keep in mind, this can be for you or the person you're dealing with. So that's how Tarot works. It's always with you or the person you're dealing with. You are at the end of one journey and have not yet begun the next. This is the moment to bless your experience thus far. Take stock of what you've learned. It's time to move on to new experiences and a new way of being. There is nothing left for you to do, be, or experience in your present circumstances. Take the risk and move on, even if you need to be in transition for a time. Your destiny is calling you. So I love this. I show up as an air sign in Vedic astrology, so I'm just going to take this to be, a message. So, yeah, we're at a time. I love this picture. This woman, and she's got these little stars all over, and she's just running to a door. That's beautiful. She's running through a door. I feel like for some of you, what this is telling me is that maybe, you see the stars and she's like walking away from the stars into that door. So for me, it almost looks like some of you have put so much effort in something, maybe to be a star, maybe to put yourself out there so much, and you're wanting to go within. You're wanting time, downtime. It may have even made your health suffer. You're wanting to retreat into yourself. You're wanting to go away and be with self, and that's okay. Or maybe you're with someone else, but you're still with yourself. Maybe you can find someone that is relaxed enough to enjoy you on your vibe without, God, I just feel like so many of us just want to enjoy life like on the down low. I feel that vibe right now. Okay, let's do waters. So I'm a triple water sign, so we'll see what this is. So your health card is barriers. She's like riding a dragon. How many of you know your Chinese sign? I'm a dragon in Chinese, so my phone is ringing. So barriers. So I feel like this is almost saying it's time to take some barriers down. I feel like we see the moon in the background, so Cancer or Pisces could be significant to this. I feel like some of you maybe held on to something for a little too long, some sadness, some anger that turned to sadness. I also know water signs went through a mild depression over the past, several months. I've seen it in a lot of the readings I've watched from the really good readers that I've come to love. And I know that a few of us went through, and I know I went through a mild depression for a few months, and something that I didn't even really think could exist until I experienced it myself. And I feel like it's time to let down the barriers and let someone love you. Let some people in your life, let someone actually love you. Because I feel like we put out so much love into this world, and we give and we give and we give. Maybe the barriers are to kind of shut some people out on who may be, taking too much of our time, maybe a client, maybe a friend or whatever. We all have that client that they purchase once, and then, the questions come forever and they expect it to be for free or whatever. Time to cut the cord with that, right? Yeah. So your other card, wow, another kind of to go away, is to the sea, and how appropriate for a water sign. I love these cards. If you can see in the background of all these cards, excuse my nails, they need done. There's a face, and it's actually in all of the cards. In every one of the cards, there's a face. So right here, the face is in the background as well. Okay, so to the sea. So I will read to the sea. It's one of my favorite cards. Being a Piscean, the dual fish swimming in opposite direction. We love the ocean. Thanks for joining me, you guys. Okay. Isn't it wonderful when you feel yourself in the flow of life, when events and conditions seem to engage you in a way that is fluid and effortless? This card reminds you that going with the flow is exactly what you need to do right now. Ride the wave of opportunity formed by perfect conditions. Allow trust and faith to guide you forward as you flow like a river into the sea of life. That there are points in a relationship when you have to decide to go with the flow rather than dictate the course you share with another. Can you let go of the need to have things your way and allow the relationship itself, your combined goals and desires to steer the ship? Can you both transcend your personalities and allow the partnership to form its own identity, its own energy? Now is the time to relax and see where this mutual journey leads. Beautiful. I think we all have us water signs, Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. I think we spent a long time alone this past year, and then all of a sudden, now we have all these options, and we're just like, oh God, right? And a lot of us aren't even, exploring those. And I think it's time to definitely drop the barriers and explore those beautiful options. You guys, I'm so grateful for all of you being here. And thanks for telling me where you're from. And I know I've been going on Tasty Tuesdays forever, and I know I've been doing. I used to do Detox Q&A. That actually went really well, and I'm going to start doing that again. But I'm no longer going to schedule things on Facebook. I'm just going to kind of go. I might show up every Wednesday. I might not. I'm just going to go with the flow of when I intuitively feel like I need to say something. That's what I used to do, and it seemed to work a lot better for me. I also need to, hey, nurture myself. Maybe it's because I show up as an Aries all the time because I'm on the cusp of Aries that I needed to see that. But I feel like it's a time of nurturing myself that I need to really, really dive back into because I've been slacking a little bit. Today was the first day I've been to the gym before noon in a very long time. And I used to get up and go at 6 a.m. So, yeah, that's it. And that's all. For those of you on YouTube, I'm going to do October readings are done. They're up. Thank you for all the views. Aries still takes the cake at 25,000 views for last month's reading, but we have like the Scorpio reading and Virgo reading in October climbing. Those of you who are on YouTube, I'm going to hop over there right now and cut through those reads and get them done today and tomorrow. And those of you who have subscribed to the channel, The Detox Intuitive, my new YouTube channel, thank you. Also, you can subscribe to Andrea Cox TV as well on there, so I can reach my 18,000 subscribers. That would be lovely. And if you want to know when I am going to go live, if you're following this on Facebook, you can go to AndreaCox.com and leave your name and email, and that way I'll send you, even though I didn't do it today, I'll send you a note when I'm going to be live. Thank you. Declutter your house, declutter your phone book, declutter your inbox, declutter your desk, declutter your friends. Yeah, okay, talk soon. Bye. Hi, you guys. Okay, let's see what you guys are writing. Hi, you guys on YouTube. Why don't I do this? Why don't I pick a love card for all of you that stayed here on YouTube for each shine? Should we do it? Let's do it. Or just kind of intuitively tell you what I feel for each shine. So for Aries, I feel like, so I get boundaries, but I feel like someone set up boundaries with you, or you set up boundaries with someone and now you want that person back, or they want you back. That's what I'm getting for Aries. I'm just getting, you know, Venus is in retrograde. I'm getting a need, a want, a desire to, thanks for hitting the thumbs up button, you guys. And thanks for subscribing to the channel, by the way. I'm feeling a desire to go back. Also, I feel like some of you need to check your chart in Vedic astrology to find out if you show up as an Aries. For Leo, I feel like you're done with something. I feel like you're done. I feel like also there's like a money issue. I feel like someone wasn't kind to you and it's been a long time coming. You're done. You're done. So for Sagittarius, you may have dragonfly or butterfly as your totem animal. It says flow. I feel like you're also done with someone, and I feel like there was like some kind of like verbal abuse or something of that nature going on. I do. I feel like there was a lot of emotional abuse going on in a situation. Sagittarius. I feel like someone was very cutting with their words, very cutting with their actions. There could have even been physical abuse. I feel like you're done. I feel like there was a money situation. There was something going on that wasn't right. And I actually want to get out of that energy, and I want you to too. I'm going to do air signs. So Gemini. This is great, Gemini. Up the dogs. Hang on one second. Roger. Hey, come here. Come here. Okay, go night-night. Go night-night. No. Roger, go night-night. Go night-night, Roger. It's okay, Lewis. So Gemini, it says commit to happiness. Commit to happiness. I feel like Geminis, you've created something that's going to be very prosperous in career. And it says commit to happiness. I think you're also finding your true self. And you're realizing that not to live by other people's rules. I feel like this is for Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. It might be for Libra. Yeah, let's do Libra. Release control of a situation. I feel like you've been waiting on something. I also feel like there was some underhandedness done in a business and maybe you found out about it or something. That's for someone. Could be for Scorpio too, or you could be involved with the Scorpio. Could be involved with the Leo. Could be involved with a Leo who has an ex that's crazy. Let's do Aquarius. Ooh, stop. I'm feeling this, whatever this card is. Flow, just like flow. So I feel like you're going with the flow. I feel like you're really creative right now. I feel like you're really onto something and you're getting like visions of, you know, opportunities that are just flowing your way. I feel like also in partnerships, there may be someone new that you're interested in. You okay? You all right, buddy? Okay, let's do water signs. Pisces. Choice. I feel like you have a choice to make in something. I feel like there's a situation that you've managed to break a mental repetition with. Like you had thoughts that were just going around and around and around in your head for the longest time. And I'm sorry about the baby screaming. We have people move in across the street, and I don't know, like, it's a really nice neighborhood, but I don't know what's going on. But this baby, I don't know, colicky, I don't know. What's a toddler? I don't know. I want to just go pick it up, and I don't know. Because it's like ongoing, it's like repetition, right? Okay, so choice. So Pisces, I feel like you have a choice. I feel like you have some opportunities that are right in front of your face and you're just not making a choice. I feel like you're waiting for someone to come to you. Maybe because that's what you're used to, or maybe because you feel that they should. So Cancer, get negativity. You also maybe need to rest, Cancer. I feel like you've been in a situation with someone that has just exhausted you, or you've exhausted them. These can work vice versa. And I feel like you just need to rest. You may need to take a break from this person. Scorpio, we get receive healing. I feel like this is a healing in a love situation. I feel like you've been alone a long time. I'm a Scorpio moon and rising and North Node and Saturn placement, so I can really relate to this card. Receive healing. I feel like you feel exhausted. You may need to take some time off work. But I also feel that you need to receive that there's someone around you that is extremely healing in love. And oh my God. Excuse me, one moment. Oh, goodness. Okay. Well, looks like they've got it under control. Yeah, Scorpio, I think you need to receive healing. So Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Let someone love you, Scorpio. I mean, make sure you check the person out first. Just Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Capricorn, modify. I feel like you need to modify your work. I feel like you're working too much, and that's all I'm going to say for Capricorn. So I feel like it's all about work. Also, stop being so bossy, maybe. Taurus, we had reawaken, and it was in the reverse. So maybe we need to turn it right side up. I feel like you're maybe suffering from like a mild depression, and you might want to just go talk to someone. You might want to reawaken with music as well, just turning music on and really experiencing the positive vibe of just letting music enter your home. I also feel like, opening all the windows to your house, even if you live in a cold space, just for like 30 minutes, it really lets the energy shift. Virgo, this always comes up for Virgo. We have reliable, because Virgos are reliable. They're like the most reliable sign. I feel like you could have just gotten an inheritance or a new piece of property. I see a beautiful house. It's like a castle. She looks totally at peace. She's got an owl sitting on her shoulder. She's got a bird hanging from the tree. This woman looks like she's in pure bliss, even though her dress is on fire. So, okay, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, and we did Aries, Leo, Sag. Yeah. Awesome. Okay, you guys, I'm going to get on those readings for the month of November. Scorpios is up. I highly suggest you read your sun, moon, you watch your sun, moon, and rising along with your Venus, and also find out what you are in Vedic astrology and watch that as well. Okay, let's get on those videos. Okay, talk soon. Bye.